Hi everyone! Shooting in bad weather can feel daunting, but it doesn't have to stop you for capturing incredible moments. Today we are diving into unique and practical and even unconventional tips to protect your gear and keep you shooting in rain, snow and cold weather. Hi, I'm Mario Kilian and welcome back to another video.
I'm aware of the bonds that were created today. When you told me that sure there's a way, the water's so still and my pain has gone away. The air is much cleaner after it rains. Follow my love.
First thing first, protecting your gear. Rain covers are the obvious choice and I highly recommend investing in a good one. They are made to fit your camera and lenses perfectly and they are easy to use. But what if you don't have one? Let me share with you a couple of unique and practical tips to protecting your gear in unexpected weather conditions. Have you ever thought about using cling film or plastic wrap to protect your camera? It might sound unconventional, but it is incredibly effective in emergencies. Simply wrap a ply around your camera body and lens. And the great thing about cling film is that it is waterproof and allows you to access controls without much interference. It's lightweight, affordable and easy to carry, make it in a perfect backup option if you are caught off guard by rain or snow. Let's talk about modifying your lens hood. A standard lens hood is great, but during heavy rain it might not be enough. Here is a trick. Attach a slightly oversized lens hood. This creates an extra coverage, keeping your lens better shielded for rain and snow. These small adjustments can make a big difference, especially if you're shooting under unpredictable weather. For heavy rain, you can create a makeshift visor using a small piece of clear acrylic and tape. It extends over the lens, keeping the water droplets at bay when you are shooting. A little more advanced, try applying a nano-hydrophobic spray to your lens filter or the covering itself. It's the same stuff they use on car windshields and it makes water bead up and roll off. This means fewer interruptions when you're shooting in heavy rain. I can suggest you to use a retractable umbrella clamp attached to a monopod or tripod. It shields the camera and the photographer without requiring constant manual adjust. Cold weather adds its own set of challenges, especially when it comes to battery life. Did you know that cold temperatures can drain your batteries up to 50% faster? The key here is preparation. Always carry spares and keep them warm. Tuck them into a pocket close to your body so they stay at a usable temperature. Let's move on to a clear hack that is especially useful in cold weather. Using hand warmers to keep your batteries warm. Slip a chemical hand warmer into the same pouch when you use your spare batteries. The warmth from the hand warmer will help to maintain the batteries charged for much longer time. Next cool trip. You can actually use USB powered heated wraps designed for camera and lenses. These are a game changer for extreme cold. They keep your gear at a stable temperature, which not only helps your battery life but also prevents condensation inside the camera. For those who love do-it-yourself solutions, here is one inspired by Arctic researchers. Wrap your batteries in foam and secure them with ducted tape or rubbers. This creates a simple yet effective layer of insulation. My old school method. Blow warm air into your gloves or pocket before swapping batteries to warm them up. And lastly, if you're shooting for a long time in sub-zero conditions, leave an old battery in the camera when setting up your gear. That pre-warms the internals, so when you're swapping in a fresh one, it performs better. Condensation is one of the sneakiest treats to your gear. It happens when you move from a cold environment into a warm one, like stepping indoors after a winter shoot. The results moisture forming on, or even inside your camera. To prevent this, here is a simple but effective trick. Before heading inside, seal your camera in an airtight plastic wrap or inside your camera bag. This allows the temperature inside the bag to adjust gradually to the warmer air. By the time you open it, there is little to no risk of condensation. For an extra layer of protection, I recommend tossing a few silica gel packets into your bag. They will absorb and lingering moisture and keep your gear dry. The simplest method, obviously, is to leave your gear in the lobby or the coldest room of your home for an hour. This allows your camera and lenses to slowly adapt to the temperature, minimizing the risk of condensation. It's a simple habit, but it can go a long way in protecting your gear and extending its lifespan. As the do-it-yourself solution, you can create an anti-condensation bag with a Ziploc bag and a mix of dry rice and silica gel. This acts like a portable dehumidifier. Let's talk about something as important as capturing great shots: post-shoot care. Taking the time to properly maintain your gear after a session is vital to keep it in top shape and ensuring it performs flawlessly over the long term. Start by wiping everything down with a microfiber cloth. As soon as possible, of course. Be gentle, especially with your lens and camera body. Here is an advanced tip for dealing with water or moisture that may have found its way into those tricky nudes and cranes of your camera. Use a small can of compressed air to gently blow away any water from hard to reach areas. Just remember to keep the nozzle at a safe distance to avoid accidentally force moisture further inside your gear. And here is a unique tool you might not have considered: a portable hair dryer. Set it to the cool setting and use it to dry off your gear quickly and safely. This method is especially handy when you need to remove moisture in a controlled and efficient way without exposing your camera to heat.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind, like a candle I just burn away. All we really have is time. All we really have is time.
As a next level tip, if you have been shooting in damp conditions, consider using a portable UV sterilizer box. It kills bacteria and mold spores that can grow on your gear after exposure to moisture. It's an investment, but it's worth it if you're shooting in harsh conditions regularly. Taking a few extra minutes for a proper post-shoot maintenance can make a world of difference in protecting your investment and ensuring that you are always ready for the next adventure. Let's face it, if you're cold, wet or uncomfortable, your photography will suffer. Staying comfortable in bad weather, it's not just about convenience. It's about helping you stay focused and creative out in the field. So, let's talk about how to protect yourself while shooting in challenging conditions. First, base layers are a game changer. A good thermal base layer helps regulate your body temperature, keeping you warm without overheating. It's a foundation of staying comfortable in cold weather. Other good advice is to use disposable hand warmers. Simply place them inside your gloves or boots for targeted warmth. That can make a difference, a great difference in these freezing days. A customizable layering system is worth considering. Certain clothing brands offer gear where you can zip together different layers for maximum flexibility. These modular systems allow you to adjust based on the weather conditions, just like survival suits, adaptable and practical for extreme environments. Carry an ultralight emergency blanket in your bag. Not only is great for harsh conditions, but you can also use it as a gear cover. It's reflective, waterproof and adds insulation, giving you an extra layer of protection for your gear. For those long shots in noisy rain, noise-cancelling ear muffs or small headphones can be a lifesaver. They block out the distractions of the elements, helping you maintain focus on your subject without the constant background noise of the storm. Staying warm and dry isn't just about comfort, it directly impacts the quality of your photography. When you are comfortable, you can concentrate on getting the perfect shot, no matter the weather. As wildlife photographers, we face unique challenges in bad weather. But these conditions can also offer incredible opportunities. Now that your gear is protected, let's talk about how to use the weather to your creative advantage. Rain and snow don't just create challenges, they can also provide stunning natural backdrops. Use a slower shutter speed to capture the motion of raindrops or snowflakes, adding a dynamic atmosphere element to your shots. Bad weather often makes animals more active, so these moments can be some of the most rewarding to capture. Rain can bring out rare behaviors, so be ready. Set your camera to continuous shooting mode to ensure don't miss a single moment. Rain puddles and ice can act as natural reflectors. Position yourself low to the ground to capture unique reflections of wildlife against the surfaces, adding a creative twist to your shots. When shooting in snow, adjusting your white balance can make a huge difference. It helps make the snow pop and enhances contrast with your wildlife subjects, ensuring they stand out beautifully against the snow and backdrop. Rain muffles sound, which makes animals less cautious and more approachable. Use this to your advantage. Quietly move in and capture closer shots without startling your subjects. And here is a piece of gear that might not be in your radar: waterproof binoculars. They are perfect for spotting wildlife in heavy rain before you set up your shots. This allows you to find your subjects quickly and avoid unnecessary exposure to the elements. Bad weather doesn't have to stop you from getting great photos. With these tips and hacks, you will not only protect your gear, but also turn challenging conditions into creative opportunities. Now it's your turn. What's your favorite bad weather photography story? Share it in the comments below and let's inspire each other. If you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more unique photography tips. Now, go out and take your best photos in bad weather. I know you can. See you next time and happy shooting!